I may have gone a bit too far. I'm not sure. Tell me in the comments. So welcome back to my channel. I'm back out on the deck looking at my garden. And in all honesty, I don't know if I went a bit too far, but I rescued a few more plants. So when I went to a local farm stand a couple of days ago, I bought an eggplant with 11 eggplants already developed on it for $10. And as I was walking away from it, they offered me a second one with 11 eggplants already developed on it for $5. Then I got each one of these. I went over to Walmart just to look around, and I got two these, I don't know, daisy-like yellow flowers for $1.88, which I have never seen them lower plants like that, not for a long time. And here's the other one, $1.88, so I rescued it. And then I went back to the farm stand yesterday because we wanted to go on a walk, and they had already put all the vegetables away, even though they weren't closing for 2 hours. I'm kind of disappointed with that, but we did get some sweet corn, the first of the year, and this last eggplant was sitting there, and they offered it to me for $5. So for $20, I've got right now 27 eggplants, and of course they freeze well. And I make ratatouille 2 to 3 times, or some sort of stir fry 2 to 3 times a month. So I am thrilled, and anything that I cannot use or will be too much, obviously will be given to friends, coworkers, and neighbors. But with the flowers and that, I think each plant is probably going to produce between 30 and 40 eggplants. I have never seen the patio eggplant plant before. I have seen the patio tomato, but never an eggplant like this. So 3 of these. 2 of them I named Laverne and Shirley. I don't know what the third one is. I usually don't name plants, but I just thought they were perfect names for these massive eggplants. And then of course my what are these balloon flowers, which is a perennial, are just absolutely perfect. Roses have all been trimmed. They're going in for their next bloom. The New Guinea impatient, some pink geraniums with flowers are done. My oregano. Just trimmed down this geranium. I have rosemary that I need to trim, and some friends that want some. Another rose plant. Got peppers. Of course, lavender. More lavender. Got to clean up the window wells or the door wells from the storm. Still have a little bit of marigold left. And then over here, we've got some tomatoes. Let's see if we can get in there. Tomatoes. This tomato plant, which is a German green tomato, it's all right, but I don't know if it's going to bear any fruit. Bee balm, still waiting for that to flower. And we've got can't even think right now, it's so hot. Of course, we've got the hens and chicks. Don't know what this plant is. That was thrown in for free when I went and got the tomato plant. So yeah, everything's doing fine. We've just had 4 or 5 days of storms and heavy rain with no sun whatsoever, so it's been difficult. Still have some Spanish lavender left, and my husband's bush that will turn bright orange in the fall. So everything is doing great. Everything's doing great. Week 8. And here's our first green bean harvest. Not much now, but we probably got close to 100 flowers. It's just that when they vined up and then they're vining back down, everything's like hidden right in the middle. So we actually didn't know these beans were even there. Even though I water them every day and that, they were just kind of hidden amongst all the foliage. So got this little bit, but a lot of flowers. left to turn into green beans. And then my first little pepper, it was a small pepper plant anyways, and so I think it's supposed to be orange, but I'm going to take it off because we got a big storm coming tonight and I don't want it to fall off. So, and then our first just little hand-sized eggplants. So I'm very happy with those. A little bit smaller than we had last year. I had long, skinny ones. It was the Italian, I can't think of the name right now, eggplant. So very long and skinny. These are short and cute. So very happy with our first little harvest. Just, 6, 7 weeks since the garden began.